This edition of MacVoices is supported by Linode. You can build it on Linode. If it runs on Linux, it runs on Linode. Use the code MacVoices2019 at linode.com/MacVoices to get 20% off your first order. MacVoices is in Las Vegas for CES. I'm Chuck Joyner. Folks, this is an Audio-Technica microphone. That's what we've been using for all our show coverage. But Audio-Technica does a lot more. And they do some really amazing consumer sound devices. And Bob is going to tell us about what's new here at the show. Bob, it's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks for taking us through all this.
Not a problem. Glad to be here.
So what are we looking at?
So this is our brand new ANC 300 TW. This will be our flagship true wireless earphone. This is using what we call a digital hybrid noise canceling system to give us the optimized noise canceling for the ambient sound reduction in the environment. It's a brand new product for us. This is actually the first time we've shown it anywhere. It'll be available in March, roughly around $229. A couple other features is we kind of try to balance the sonic performance with the sizing, so it's kind of ergonomic the way it fits in your ears. We get about 4.5 hours of continuous use out of this one with 13.5 in the case. We are using some Qualcomm technology such as aptX. We're using Qualcomm CVC, which makes your phone calls much better experience. And we are also using their True Wireless Stereo Plus, which if you have an Android phone with a Snapdragon 845 processor above, it'll connect using that new technology, which gives you a more stable connection as well as lower latency. But yeah, we're real excited. They have the AT, signature sound, so they sound great and balanced, detailed, and we're really excited about them.
It's a nice looking unit, and obviously it's going to deliver a lot better sound given the size and the ability to put the right technology inside.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if that's a little much for you, then let's see what else we have here.
Right, we have the CK3 TW. This is kind of a value-oriented true wireless headphone. We're targeting a $119 price point. Again, we try to balance the actual earpiece size and performance to maximize the user experience. These do have touch controls. They also have auto power on, auto power off, auto play, auto pause. We're using Qualcomm aptX. We're using Qualcomm CVC for that great phone call experience. We're also using True Wireless Stereo Plus from Qualcomm to do that great connection with a Snapdragon 845 processor above. IPX2 water rated, so we call that splash proof, so you're able to get these a little wet without hurting them. We have about a 6-hour battery life in the earpieces, an additional 24 in the case.
So I can go out in the rain with them. I just can't swim with them.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah, correct.
What else do we have?
So let's go around to some of the hi-fi headphones.
Great, let's go. So next up in the discussion is headphones.
Correct. Yep. We have 3 new wooden headphones here at CES this year.
Wood headphones, okay.
Wood headphones.
Explain wood headphones to us.
So the actual ear cups themselves are made out of a natural wood. This one here is a portable headphone. It's the WP900. It's made of a maple housing, and we actually have a craftsmanship store. These are actually made in Japan by a company called Fujijin, who make guitars, and they use the same similar wood in their guitars they use in these housings. So again, the AT signature sound in here, and very detailed, very balanced, very accurate, with kind of a unique wooden housing that just pretty cool little pattern it has. Each one will be a little different just because the wood grain will be different from ear cup to ear cup.
I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. Does having a wood ear cup make a sonic difference?
Sure. So wood has its own, acoustic properties like a fine wood instrument would have. So they do make great housings for ear cups.
Very nice. So that's just one. There are multiple models here.
Yep. So we go up the food chain. We have a little bigger housing structure, a little more meaningful headband and arm slide here. This is an Asada Sakura, we call it. It's in the cherry family of Japanese cherry trees, and this is using kind of our tried and true 53 millimeter driver with our damping system that we've been using for a couple years on it. This year we have a new headband style, and we actually have detachable cables on the ear cup, so you're able to put a balanced connection on it or just a single-ended 1/4 inch. And then our flagship is actually a striped ebony housing. And that one has some upgraded parts in it, so we're using some pure oxygen-free copper in this. The magnetic structure in the driver is a little more robust. It's a German permanent magnet system. and we're actually using a natural sheepskin for the headband and ear pads. But just again, there's a story about the craftsmanship used to make these headphones.
Yeah, and they're gorgeous, and I know they sound good, but they have a very distinctive look to them.
They sure do, absolutely. Yep.
Same question you got to ask: what kind of price points?
So on the portable 900s, we're at $650. We're at $13.99 on the Asada Zakora, and we're at $18.99 on the Kukutan.
Perfect. So they're obviously for a serious listener, but
Correct, yes.
someone who is discerning in that fashion. So
correct. Someone who's going to have a dedicated headphone amplifier and really sit down and listen to music.
Right. Very nice. Thank you.
Very awesome.
It wouldn't be a visit to Audio-Technica without talking about at least some microphones, Boff. So what do we have here?
So we two of our new USB microphones. We have the ATR 2500X and the ATR 2100X. The 2500X is a USB only, but this year we've actually made the change to USB-C. So, it's kind of a newer technology. People are looking for that USB-C cable connection, and we've kind of addressed that. We've also upgraded the 880 converter that'll resort up to 24:192 resolution. The 2100X is a nice little handheld dynamic microphone. This one's actually a little bit universal. It has XLR. It has USB-C to USB-C cable with it, and a USB-C to USB-A cable with, again, that added 24:192 resolution.
So you can connect that to just about anything.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
Very
Very
nice.
flexible.
What kind of price points are we talking about here?
$149 for the 2500X and $119 on the 2100X.
So very affordable.
Very affordable.
Good microphones to get into things and have a lot of quality along with it.
With all the content creation popping up, this perfectly fits what those guys are looking for.
Perfect. Looks good. So, and there are a lot of other products, of course, that come from Audio-Technica. Where do we send folks to learn what they all are?
www.audiotechnica.com.
Bob, thank you so much for the time. Good to see you. Take care.
Appreciate it, guys.
Folks, more from Las Vegas and CES. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you MacVoices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.